and gentlemen, we are the Millie Goats. It is episode 331. It is November 16th. It is 2025. Let us be the first to wish you and yours a happy National Baklava Day. Do you know what baklava is?
Yeah.
Okay. Baklava is a delicacy. I love baklava. My mom, Miss C.O. Stats, makes a great baklava, and she makes a lot of it.
Some baklava.
The floor is baklava. I wish it was. The world's largest baklava, made in 2018, weighed 1,130.97 pounds. That's a lot of baklava.
That is a lot of baklava.
You know, B. McCormick's here.
Most on
he
time.
Always is. Steelers. Smitty's here. Podcast Smitty. What's going on, Podcast Smitty? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. We're listening. I'm a.k.a. J-Vice here. We are, if you can't see the show and you're listening to the podcast, we appreciate that. Subscribe, like, review, rate, whatever, all that stuff. Big football weekend. Both of our teams, my team, the 49ers, won. We'll go over that first. The Buffalo Bills won. They beat the Bucs. Here's how we typically do things. We talk about our teams first. Then we go over college football. Then we go over NFL recap. And then we talk about our picks and stuff. But we did a little something different that we have to address with our college football pick'em challenge. And we get to complain about that. But we got the Eagles and the Lions going on right here. We got a 6-6 game. Lions are finally starting to put something together with Dan Campbell calling the plays. Big football weather today. J-Bye, would you agree?
I agree. And look, I'm going to say this because this game is on. I think Jameis Williams would be a 1 for a lot of teams.
Dude.
He's so fast. He gets off the ball. You can do different things with him. He would be a legit number 1 for a lot of teams. Bills, we'll take him right now.
They should have tried to trade for him instead of Waddle.
I mean, dude, we got game time Dave. Game time Gabe back.
Hey, that guy, Jameis Williams he got hurt and then
he's a matchup nightmare. I mean, he came into the league with a torn ACL.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. They drafted him without, it was taking a risk. Jameis Williams is a monster, B. McCormick. Hey, look, Mac G's back. He said we all got W's today. Let's go.
We did.
Let's go, baby. We're going to talk about it. First, I got to do this. Blake Tenser's here, YouTube. We're getting crazy. Those of you who are listening to the podcast, our boy PT. Those of you listening to the podcast, we do have a live studio audience or virtual audience that we call out. So if you're listening to it and you hear us yelling out names, that's why. We got people asking questions, chiming in. This is what it's all about, baby.
Oh, Bills. Oh, Bills.
He's a Bills fan. What is this?
Tag teaming.
You paying people in the chat?
Nah, it's just my boy BT. But I didn't pay him to be here.
Okay. J-Bye, I got a couple of things to talk about. First, here's what we got to do. Shout out to Howdy Hats. We always do that. They make these beautiful hats. I'm not wearing mine because I'm wearing my Niners hat. But we got rope hats. We got flat bills. We got it all. So at howdy.hats.enc, they make the hats. Whenever I can get enough time, I will get them in the mail. Hopefully before the end of football season. So reach out if you want a hat. We have a few left. We will get more if we need some. We have very limited supplies. But anyway, shout out Howdy Hats.
You sitting yours to be McCormick yet?
I have not. That's on me. Secondly, a couple of Christmas-related items. People are saying it's too early for Christmas. People are saying it's not even Thanksgiving. To you, I say hit the bricks. Because I came across this Buffalo Trace Advent Calendar. What are your thoughts on this?
If it was 10 years ago, I would be absolutely in love with this. But dude, the way I feel
at the thought of
after drinking a while these days, that would be hard to do for 30 days.
Yeah.
But this made me thinking is I know they're different brands. So Wild Turkey should do one for November and it's only 25 days. The last one's on Thanksgiving, turkey.
Dude, I love that.
I mean, that sounds like a brilliant idea.
People are saying you're too early for Christmas. The Thanksgiving's got to step its game up, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you got to do something.
There's a person in our neighborhood, as you drive by them, they have a big turkey out front. It's holding a sign that says, "Not so fast, fat boy."
Lee Corso'd you. Dude, I'm telling you, that's a great idea. We came up with an idea that maybe we record a Thanksgiving album where we sing
Ooh,
Thanksgiving songs. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
The idea of taking a shot of whiskey every single night,
Yeah.
that that would might be I'd be like the Grinch whenever they're trying to feed him fudge, and he's on his back, and he's like, "Ugh, can't eat any more fudge." So,
I
and
mean, at what time, you can't wait till the end of the night to do these all the time because eventually you'll just stop doing it. So it's like I feel like you'd have to trick yourself, sometimes like, all right, I'm just going to do it right when I wake up, get it out of the way and go on about my day. Or do
has
you
anybody
do it at lunch? Like you got to split it up.
has anybody done a weed one of these, like a real tree?
Was it like one puff or half a
I
gummy
don't
one
know.
night?
Yes, you work your way up to 25 milligrams on
Yeah.
Christmas. You absolutely blazed out of your mind, dude. Actually, that's what Thanksgiving should do.
Yeah.
They say, "Hey, eat this at noon on Thanksgiving. It'll be the greatest day of your life."
You work your way up to it. Like you're micro dosing all the way to
Yeah. You
the big one.
you get to Thanksgiving, and it's got a 25 milligram THC gummy right for you, and you are just hammering mashed potatoes for, like, 3 hours straight, eating them with your hands. Oh gosh. Um, alright, second thing, we put our Christmas tree up today. Is it too early?
Yes.
Some are saying it is.
Look, you started this. I was gonna wait maybe a little bit before we started bragging about the kickball tournament. I tried to get Edge's
Oh,
wife
show.
to come play with us because
Mm.
we need her because she's really good. She knows what she's doing. She can kick.
Athlete.
She's fast. She's athletic, more athletic than Edge. But when I was texting her, Edge was saying that she couldn't come. Edge was saying she couldn't
Mm.
come
Dude, it's
because they
there.
were putting up Christmas decorations. So my response to her was, I wrote, "It's not even Thanksgiving yet." But
See,
in between each word, I did the clap emoji. So I was like, "It's not even Thanksgiving yet."
I know what you're talking about.
But
Miss me with that, dude. Don't give me that attitude. I don't give a crap.
it's not, dude. You got to
I
wait
don't care.
till at least
I don't
Friday.
care.
Black Friday, you put them up.
No. I will say when I played the Christmas music and stuff. Well, what happened is our neighbors, they do this thing we do these things in our neighborhood called possum tails because we live on Possum Trot. So what it
Mm,
is you take a fishing weight, tie it to the end of a fishing line, and you throw it up way up into the trees over a branch, and then you tie the loose end to the Christmas lights and you pull it all the way up. So the Christmas light dangles from the tree branch all the way down to the ground. They're called possum tails.
mhm.
So our neighbors have got like 30 of them already strung up. And so we were like, we're not about to. I mean,
Wow,
I'm
dude.
sorry. Hey, sorry,
You put up 34?
not yet. Not yet. But this coming weekend, you better watch it, pal.
Look, I will say this. Our neighborhood, we live towards near the back, so, like, we have to go all the way down, but lined up is all the trees, and they have put lights on the trees, and it is very pleasing to drive through the neighborhood and it
It's
be all
awesome.
lit up. But not on my house, not till after Thanksgiving.
You're the guy. You're gonna be like what's that movie? Christmas with the Cranks?
I'm holding out,
Whatever.
dude.
Okay.
Better deal.
It's up to you. Okay, like I said, NFL week 11, college football week 12. We're gonna talk about all that. First, we're gonna talk about our teams. Let's go ahead and do that. We don't have to hit any music to that or anything. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The update of our teams. I'm a 49ers fan. He's a Bills fan. Tex and ButchP are Cowboys. DYLON is Vikings. Edge is begrudgingly Panthers and Clemson. And then we're all App State. And we're gonna save App State for the end because that's
Uh,
we got some slideshow. I'll let you take it away. I have some notes. The Buffalo Bills win 44-32 against the Buccaneers, the NFC South leading Buccaneers. What say you? Initial reactions, Buffalo Bills.
well, so I'll tell you this. My neighbor Max, his daughter was having a birthday party. So,
Go. Shout out Max.
yep. So we longtime listener, no time
Mhm.
caller yet. But
He's a
so
man.
we
He's
went
for
over
you.
there for his daughter's birthday party, and all the girls were playing. Well, me and Max, being the great neighbor he is, he put the Bills game on for me. So me and him and his wife watched the game. And the Bills won. So what Max doesn't know yet, and I haven't told him yet, so he's finding this out as he listens, is that the Bills lost last game, so this is the start of a new winning streak. So now I have to watch every Bills game at Max's house until they lose. So congratulations to Max. Gets me over for the next couple Bills games as we pick up wins. But
he doesn't make the rules, Max.
What I have to say about the game is Josh Allen's back.
Okay, that's a stretch.
And look, you're going to tell me about how reckless he played, but like that's the Josh Allen that I fell in love with. That's the Josh Allen that I want to see. I will give up 2 interceptions a game if he gets 6 total touchdowns, 3 rushing, 3 passing.
I did see that at the end of the game, and I was like,
I'll give it up. I don't care if he has 20 interceptions on a year, because most of his now the 2 today weren't, but most of his interceptions, when he racks up interceptions, are on deep throws, and it acts like a punt. So I'm okay doing that. But I'd rather him play like that, be Superman, and us win in a shootout than us play like we did against the Dolphins.
Question. Do you think they've broken the curse? All whites.
Well, they broke them at home. We wore them on the road. We're good at those. We're good in those jerseys at home.
How mad were you whenever he threw that first interception inside their own 20 when he did like the shovel pass? He pulled it. It was like a Jordan Love pass.
Yeah, that was like, come on, Josh. I mean, Josh goes full Reggie Bush when he can. He's always trying to toss it back or look for the lateral. You know, he's trying to make a play, and I respect that. But like, let's do that at the 50 and not, backed up inside our own 10. But like I said, if Josh is making plays, and I'm okay dealing with a couple turnovers, like it's going to happen, and I'm okay with it.
We have the playoff picture later. We'll pull up that and talk more NFL about that and how it affects.
What is sad though is because we let it fly today, and we had game time Gabe Davis back today, which I wasn't upset when we let him go, but now that he is back, I'm like, sign that man, get that man off the practice squad and get him out there, because what Gabe does do is he gets off the ball. And that was our biggest problem of late, is we don't have any receivers that can get off the ball, getting jammed up. Gabe gets off the ball. Now, looks like his hands are back because they went missing, at the end of the season last time he was on the Bills team. But I like him out there because he gets open. Josh trusts him, and I think it opens up the other receivers too. Shavers was open, and that ball by Josh, that touchdown that Shavers scored today, 40-yard, it was
back
over
of the end zone.
It was the first 40-plus touchdown that Josh Allen has thrown since 2022.
Josh Allen did pass or tied Cam Newton for most regular season rushing touchdowns or something.
Hall of Fame running back too.
But the Bills' offensive line was a little shaky today early on. I noticed that.
They've been a little shaky recently. I mean, Josh has gotten sacked more times this year than he has, like the last 2 years combined.
I also think Todd Bowles is a coward for punting at midfield with like 3 minutes to go or whatever it was, and thinking that his defense was going to stop the Bills after they had already given up 37 points.
That's letting your ego get in the way, because he's a defensive coach. He's a defensive coach. That's letting your ego get in the way.
The other thing I thought for this game was shout out to what's his name, Sean Tucker, had 3 touchdowns. I mean, him and Josh, get out of here, dude. Him and Josh Allen had 9 touchdowns between the 2 of them.
Yeah.
That's got to be it's got to be one of the most combined effort touchdown-wise we've ever seen. So, but yeah, and you got the full Mecole Hardman experience.
Oh, and I don't know why we signed him. I honestly have no idea.
The 49ers signed Sky Moore. I mean, we're both fighting the same. Every time he goes back there to catch a punt, I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
So, but hey, Blues here.
Win, and I'd much rather watch a Bills game like that than sit through a Dolphins.
That game was electric. I mean, that was a fun game to watch. I'll admit that was.
I mean, that's what we're used. That's what we are used to. So when we see, how he played against the Falcons, how he played against the Dolphins, when we see that, it's like, what's going on? Like something's wrong, and because we're used to those shootout games.
Yeah, So it's hard.
And
Yeah.
I think, and honestly, I mean, this is just my personal opinion. I think those shootout games help our defense because it puts a little more pressure on the other team's offense to score because they know they're going to have to score. So they get away from that just run, chew clock up mentality, and they start passing, and that's when we can steal a couple third downs, get off the field.
I love Baker whenever he gets hype.
Yeah,
that one touchdown, he landed on his head and did like a scorpion. Like his feet get so happy, like he's back there like tippy toeing so fast, not moving anywhere, but just like his feet are going 100 miles an hour, dude. He's so much fun to watch.
Well, the one thing I did notice too, and I've kind of been hard on Bernard this year because he's just looked out of place, out of position. But today he was spying Baker, and Baker took off running on the scramble, and he beat Bernard to the corner. And I'm like, this is supposed to be a speed linebacker. And I know Baker is more athletic than people want to give him credit for, but like if your speed linebacker isn't beating Baker Mayfield to the spot, that means he's hurt. So like he's out there playing hurt. And that's probably why he's been playing the way he's been playing.
Do you think
more hurt than what they tell us on the, injury reports?
Do you think they're going to win the AFC East?
It's an uphill battle. I do think at some point the Patriots are going to start to falter just because they're young, and that's what Mike Vrabel's teams do. I mean, Mike Vrabel took Ryan Tannehill, number 1 seed in the playoffs, and lost in the first round.
Yep. I remember that.
So at some point, the moment's going to get too big for them. But, they may win the AFC East, but doesn't matter. We've won the AFC East the last 5 years, and we haven't made the Super Bowl yet. So obviously it doesn't matter if we win that division or not. It matters what you do in the playoffs. So
I cannot wait to look at it. We have the AFC playoff picture coming up here in a little bit.
The teams that they could have to travel to, it's Indy's in a dome, Boston, or where the Patriots play it's not going to be worse weather than what Buffalo has. It's like, I know it helps to have the home field advantage, but if weather's what you're worried about, it's not going to be worse than what we would have.
Oh, that's what he's talking about. Blue was talking about there was a New York City shooting.
What?
Yeah, he's like, isn't there a player in critical condition in New York? No one's talking about him. What's going on? He got shot, right? Yeah, he did. You're right. I saw that. I didn't know that until you just brought it up, Blue. That's a good point.
Was a player?
Yeah, I can't remember his name. I just looked it up.
All
right, Blue. Good to see you, Blue. Stay well, my friend.
Just dropped in and
dropped. Yeah, he's just dropping knowledge as soon as he comes in here, dude. You got to respect.
Comes in, drops some breaking news, and he's out.
That's right, and he's out. All
right,
Blue. That's Blue, baby. You're my boy. Look, enough of this mamby-pamby nonsense about the Bills doing whatever they're doing. Who cares? 49ers are back.
Look,
no. 41-22 on the road in the division, hammered the Arizona Cardinals, destroyed them. Wasn't even a game, was never close. The 49ers are the healthiest they've been since week 1. They don't have Fred Warner, they don't have Nick Bosa. Doesn't matter. Brock Purdy goes out there, absolute dime fest. Unbelievable. Goes out there, opening kickoff return. We start off. Sky Moore gets tackled at the 2-yard line, CMC touchdown. Purdy dialed on the first drive. He had 3 dimes, 1 to Kittle. He checked it at the line of scrimmage, walks up there. Great to have him back, to be able to walk up to the line of scrimmage, see what the defense is doing, audible out of the play, step back, rip an absolute missile to George Kittle like they never got off the page, dude. It was nice to watch a game where the 49ers were in control and not a one-possession game like it had been all year. People forget Mac Jones had lost 3 out of his last 5. Okay? The offense, there's no question. There is no question the offense runs better with Brock Purdy at the helm. It's not a debate anymore. It's over. For those of you who believe that, I hope you watch today's game, because Cardinals defense is not a pushover. Period. They got a defensive head coach. What are you talking about? I don't want to hear it. 49ers are back. Offensive line was healthy. CMC gashing them. Brock Purdy had 3 touchdowns. CMC averaging 6.2 yards a carry today. He had 3 touchdowns. It was incredible. Incredible. Kittle had 2 touchdowns.
Brock Purdy, though, I mean, that guy waited until all the other guys were back and healthy before he decides to play. He should have been playing weeks ago.
Nope. You don't know. You don't know Toe, dude.
I do know Toe.
No, you don't.
I was a kicker. I know Toe. He just waited till all his weapons were back. He did what Julian would do to me, in 2007 when Corey Lynch would come to practice. It was his rep on defense to block the kick. Julian would send me out there because he knew I'd rush my kick, so Corey wouldn't block it like he blocked the Michigan kick, and it messed me up. So that's what Brock Purdy was doing to Mac Jones while he was waiting on his receivers to get healthy, to get back, Kittle to get back. He's like throwing Mac Jones out there so it didn't hurt his stats. But now all his weapons are back, and now he wants to play again.
This game was so freaking weird, dude. It was. The Cardinals had like 17 penalties. Yeah, they had 17 penalties for 130 yards. Undisciplined. Brock Purdy scared them. They were undisciplined. They didn't know what to do. The Cardinals had
bad defenses get penalties.
The Cardinals had 488 total yards. The 49ers had 281. 49ers scored 41 points. It was unbelievable. Jacoby Brissett threw for I don't even remember how many, 452 yards.
He broke the record today for most completions or something.
47. He had 47 completions. It didn't matter. It was all empty yards. But
hey, Niners are on the wrong side of history again. Last week it was Stafford getting the 500. This week it's having the most completions against you.
Here's the difference. We're everybody's Super Bowl because we play in the Super Bowl almost every other year. The efficiency of the offense, dude. That's what matters. That's where Brock Purdy comes in. Big plays, gets him down the field. Boom, boom, boom. We're up 22 before you know it. And that's what he does. He's a leader, dude. He's a leader. Cool, calm, collected. McCaffrey's running harder. Jawan Jennings is catching the football because Brock Purdy throws a more catchable ball than Mac Jones.
Wow, you're really dumping on your backup quarterback that carried y'all. Got some big time wins.
2 and 3.
Hey,
he could have been 2 and 3.
He could have been 0 and 5.
Could have been 0 and 5. Get out of here. So it's over. Enough of the quarterback controversy. It's over. It was never a controversy. Also, Pinheiro got hurt. He's been like our best player the last month and a half, so he's hurt. Yeah, what a weird game though. Just because of what the Cardinals did offensively, and I mean that's the real story. Is the 49ers defenses. I mean they're giving up 500 yards to everybody. So that's unfortunate, but they were up 25 to I think it was 25 to 10 before the half. So never a doubt. 49ers 7-4, still not in the playoffs. So depending on what happens in this game. So, all right. Anything else? That was good. Any other questions about the Niners?
Nope.
It felt good. Felt good today to get that win. All right.
Remember when we used to feel that way on Saturdays and Sundays?
Gosh, dude. Let's go over the Vikings. I wrote some notes down from the Vikings. J.J. McCarthy missed 3 throws on the opening drive. The Vikings lose 19-17 on a walk-off field goal because they gave up a kickoff return down the right sideline like a bunch of idiots. J.J. McCarthy actually did lead them down the field to take the lead 17-16. Made a couple of nice throws. But these two quarterbacks were very hard to watch this entire game. This was bad. This was a terrible. I just not to go off the Vikings. I don't get it with Caleb Williams, man. He missed 2 easy throws on the opening drives. They're just somehow the Bears are 7-3. I have no idea how. Because when you watch them play, I watched that game and I'm like, what the hell are we doing here? So, but anyways, the Vikings lose, and then I told DYLON if he was so confident in J.J. McCarthy, he should have bet him to throw for 250 yards.
Yep.
But He started making excuses. My receivers dropped this. My receivers dropped that. No, dude. JJ McCarthy was overthrowing balls. Saw it with my own 2 eyes. I watched the game.
I didn't watch any of this game, but I kept seeing a meme, and they were showing Michael Cera dressed in the Vikings uniform like he was supposed to be JJ McCarthy. And I'm not sure why. I don't get it.
I don't get that at all.
But I kept it just kept popping up. It was like every other tweet was that. And it was just like JJ McCarthy when you need him in the fourth quarter. And it was a picture of Michael Cera in a Vikings uniform wearing a helmet.
I don't know what that means, but yes. Dude, Jameson Williams, what a freaking freak show, dude.
Who would have actually thought, even during preseason, that the Bears would be ranked first in the division?
Not me, because I said they were going to win maybe 5 games.
I would have called you a liar.
They don't, like, you watch, that's what I'm saying. You watch them play, and I'm like, how are they winning these games? And everybody wants to give all the credit to Caleb Williams, but he was awful. He was terrible today. He was terrible last week. Anyways, he's 16 of 32 for 193 yards and no touchdowns. He doesn't turn the ball over. That's the best thing you could say about him.
How about an absolute? I'm coming in late, so I'm just going to touch on it anyway. An absolute Jameis sitting on the edge of his seat against Tampa Bay today while Baker Mayfield's in there baking some cakes. What was it? 9 score changes in that game or
6,
something
7
like that.
And you all place.
Yeah.
It's just all up in there, just shaking and baking, but
I don't. Did you stop talking?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were muted. Like I was like, wait, did he stop?
I thought he froze.
I did too, because you just stopped right in the middle of your sentence. Okay. Edge, Carolina Panthers. They come back.
1 game back.
Get the win, dude. In overtime.
Edge got 2 wins this week.
Michael Penix got hurt. The Falcons are idiots. I was watching that game too. The Falcons in the second half, in the fourth quarter, with like 5 minutes to go, Bijan had 2 rush attempts. What are you doing? You're starting quarterbacks out. You have the lead, and you give Bijan the ball twice? What are you, an idiot?
That's 2 games Kurt's blown this year.
That's unbelievable.
Kirk Cousins, dude. Kirk Cousins.
Shout out to Bryce Young legacy game, though. He went off in this game.
Yeah, I heard he had like 400-something yards, setting some Panthers record or something like that.
He had 250-something in the second half. He was cooking.
This is the picture that keeps popping up.
Oh, my God.
What is that?
I don't know.
Somebody explain that to me.
What's going on with the screen right now? I got pictures down at the bottom and pictures on the side.
Dude, it's this weird thing that StreamYard's doing where it's like you can broadcast now in portrait or landscape mode. And so there's a button in the bottom left of my screen where I can show a preview of your vertical broadcast. I don't want to see that.
So you hit both?
Just click on the preview thing.
Yeah. I don't know. But anyways.
Yeah, that's why I texted you earlier today. It was saying, what's going on with quarterbacks? Because it seemed like every quarterback was getting hurt or, somebody else coming in. And,
both the quarterbacks in that game, Penix got hurt and Young got hurt like 2 or 3 times. So, what a game. Edge, okay, Panthers win. Shout out to the weapon. Nice game today. Panthers are right in this thing.
They're 1 game back. And they would have beat the Saints. They'd be tied. And Tampa Bay plays the Rams next week. So, I mean, that's no cakewalk either. They had a gauntlet right here. The Patriots, Bills, Rams. Yeah. So if there was a time for the Panthers to steal a couple games, it was last week, this week, and next week.
I can't believe they lost to the Saints. That's funny.
Yeah.
All right, Edge. Clemson. Go ahead.
What an epic weekend for football in general. Not just Clemson, but, Clemson caps it off with a cherry of a win. A nail biter. Don't get me wrong. I was nervous. I was quiet. I was shaking a little bit because, we are known to Clemson's ball here. But we roll in, for some reason they decided to rank that other team in Kentucky known as Louisville 20 in the nation for some reason that I don't understand yet. and the Tigers just roll up in there and drops the elbow and with I mean a 1 point lead or a 1 point win. And that's when I sent out that text. I was like, what is going on in football in America right now where literally all these games are decided by 1, 2, or 3 points? Just like what's absolute chaos going on? Because I mean, my other pick game that I was betting on was the LSU game. Nail biter there. Like, you're worried about that. Just today, you got these pro teams that are supposed to be professionals and, just dominating everything. The Chicago Bears, what does that say? 19-17 win over Minnesota. J-Val was nervous there for a while until they took over in the fourth quarter, and Josh Allen, decided to dominate, show everybody why he was the MVP, getting into the touchdown. I mean, just absolute madness this weekend in football. And on top of all that, and celebrating a glorious win in ACC, you have that other team in South Carolina.
Oh my
gosh. A 30-something point league. Dude, like that just, I mean, if
Beamer's got to be gone, right?
If you're a Carolina fan,
Virginia Tech?
No. He's got to be gone like to the high school teams, I feel like. But I mean, can you think about it?
The app, dude. My God.
In Texas A&M, going into halftime with a 30-something point lead. I don't remember what it was. And then just an epic explosion.
They had a chance to really set some things on fire there.
Oh, my goodness. A&M was what, ranked 2 or 3 in the nation at the time?
Yeah. 3
in the nation. And you're going to get dominated by an unranked South Carolina, the worst in SEC.
Bad.
I mean, just the joys, the ups, the downs of football, just ups and downs.
Football is shout out football, dude.
I mean, even the
except for one thing, except for App State football.
Yeah.
That's our team. We played there. They got embarrassed.
Yeah.
By James Madison. To the point, I didn't even. We're about to go on a little. Everybody, just if you're listening to this, pull over because we're about to go on a little tour here. I didn't even watch this game because I knew what was going. I was like, I'm not even going to subject. I usually watch almost every game. I try to watch it in some capacity.
Yeah.
We have one winning season in 4 years at App State. What the hell is that? Marshall lost 50 players, and they have a winning season.
Yeah.
So don't give me this.
They started over.
Yeah. They lost their coach. They lost 90% of their players. And everybody you talk to who's in charge at App State, they're the alumni, the people in charge are like, well, we don't have the NIL budget. We don't have it like other teams. Figure it are you kidding? Get people in there that know how to hire somebody and knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Don't blame us because the money. Jacksonville State lost Rich Rodriguez. They're in the Conference USA Championship.
Yep.
They didn't lose a beat. UConn stunk. They hired Jim Mora. Now they're winning 8 games a year. Like, don't give me that. That is trash. Dude.
I don't buy into the NIL deal. When I was telling Javar, what was it, last year or earlier this year, that App's season ticket prices are the same as Clemson's.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm dead serious.
They'll never be able to charge that again.
Yeah, well, they got a whole East Side new suites to pay for, so they're going to go up.
What? They better. I mean, what? He one rushing yard the entire game.
One.
And
we were known for having the most
1,000-yard
back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons.
You come up there and I'm convinced this is a sabotage job by South Carolina because we beat them a couple years ago and they sent us his freaking jabroni who doesn't run the damn ball. I mean, my goodness, 40 total yards at halftime. 17 passing yards, 23 rushing yards at halftime. I mean, my gosh, dude.
1 yard per play.
I mean, that's there. I mean,
not even.
I don't even know what to say.
Now,
I mean,
let
then
me,
he's got.
let me ask you a question before you go to the next slide. So, yes, this was detrimental to App, right? But there was a lot of hype this weekend about, the ACC keeps killing themselves and how we might just kill ourselves out of a chance in the playoffs to allow another team in such as JMU into the playoffs.
JMU's going to be the G5 rep.
Mm-hmm.
Did they put an exclamation point on it saying, here we go. You
take
the giant Slayer app, down.
Well, it's personal for JMU statement against us.
Oh, yeah.
We
beat them 2 years in a row.
I mean, we ruined their game day 2 years ago. I mean, there's been even going back to when we would play them, they were supposed to go to the national championship, and we made them fumble on third down before they kicked a field goal and we win again. Like, it's a lot of really good games between us. So anytime either one of these teams gets a chance to step on the throat, they're going to do it.
I don't blame them.
They should.
I think they're good. I don't have any hate towards JMU.
But also, I don't think it matters as much for, I don't know, maybe it does. Like our level, because everybody agreed to that $20.6 million to spend on sports. Like, you can kind of say it's a fair game to an extent. Now, I know that schools can have a little outside NIL help, but they have to go through some committee that then has to approve it. So how many of those deals are going to go through now once this committee's formed? I don't know. That's why Texas Tech did all their deals pre-June 1st or whatever it was, so they didn't have to go through that committee to do their deals. So, but I think with the NIL, it's going to start to become a little bit more of a level playing field, hopefully, or at least that's the goal with this $20.6 million decision that they made that all schools, participate in.
I just don't know how you can take a brand like us with a history like our school and a pedigree like this and get so damn bad that you can't even rush for more than 1 yard.
Well, yeah, I mean, as much as everybody wants to say, RIP Sean Clark, as much as people want to say he let it get out of hand there, he wouldn't have let that happen.
I'm starting to think that he was covering up a lot more than we knew.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think the opposite.
Maybe they need to hire the best offensive line coach in the country to go up there and fix
damn right.
things.
That's what you need to do.
Grass isn't always greener.
No. Go get somebody that we may know. Go get them. All right. Let's salute some college football.
Whoa. Go to the next slide. You didn't say what that was.
Oh, this is apparently after the halftime, he's over there reviewing game plan stuff with the GM and his son.
What is he, man? What is he, the New York Giants?
I don't know. There's a game going on, dude. You should have maybe had this done before. I don't know.
Wait, the GM has hair like that?
I guess. I don't know.
Holy cow.
No idea. I think the GM was a former player now. A lot of teams are doing that now. They hire former players to come in and try to do the Andrew Luck thing and try to get the program back and going. All right, let's hit the Salute Your Sports. Let's go to college football.
Hey, I'm going to salute, but one thing I'm not going to salute is y'all's picks. Good Lord. Absolutely. I was listening to this the next day, okay? And, this is my fault. I was out.
Hey, dude, you have the invite.
You're right.
Hey, you can't come in here talking smack.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. You know what? Because y'all,
Captain Hindsight, let's go.
Y'all picked some terrible teams. Y'all led with your heart instead of your football. What are you talking about?
Look, man.
Look at those red X's up there.
I know. It looks like Fern Gully up in here.
I was yelling. I was in my truck driving down the road, and I was like, are y'all kidding me? What are y'all doing to this? Like, you just stood up here on this mic and talked about the brand of App State, and you didn't even worry about the brand of the Millie Goats with these picks here. I don't know what was going on with y'all's minds there. But that's okay.
Well, let's go through.
Because Wednesday, I'm going to come back and save you. Let's go.
No, see, we've dug ourselves a hole. If we do better, we're not going to be able to give ourselves credit. We're doing a new strategy though. Wednesday, we're alternating. We're not going to get up here and everybody. We're going to alternate picks. That's what we're going to do.
Look, we're about to do what I used to do in weight class in high school. When it was, you got weight class, you had to max out so they could make your workout to try to make you stronger. If your first max out, you put 150 on there. This is high school. You put 150 on there, and you barely get it up. When you get up to 185, they're like, "Oh, wow, you've really been working this semester." You're like, "Damn right."
So you've been working the system since high school, where you go, you're trying to fake it. You got 135, and you're going to double
That's right.
pump.
That's right.
I see you. Hey, play the system. I got you.
Here's the deal. This is the first time we've done a pick'em for college football. We instituted this late because it'd be fun, and it was awesome. It was hilarious. And it turned out that we picked 15 games. Here are the picks. We've got them on the screen for those of you who can't see. We're going to read them off. We're going to go down through them. We're not going to go through like in depth all the games. We'll talk about the major games here in a second. But first one we picked was Northwestern hosting Michigan at Wrigley Field, and Northwestern covered the plus 9.5. Michigan won 24-22.
Boom. Michigan won on a last second field goal.
Hey,
it's a good
we're
start
right there, baby.
It was a good start.
Let's go. Us. Shout out us.
In your face, Edge.
Mm-hmm.
Then we come down here, and we got the number 3 team in the country against.
My bad. I clapped wrong.
Hey, Kirby Smart. Shout out Kirby Smart. We come down here, and we got Texas A&M, number 3 team in the country, at home, taking on South Carolina, who stinks. And we didn't know if
wait a minute. Yeah, we were given all kinds of information, Google searches. Hey, Lenore Sellers is transferring. He's done with the team. We all did Google searches. It was all over the place. He's done there. But you don't got Lenore Sellers.
Turn the game on, and Lenore Sellers is dropping 70-yard bombs down the side.
Well, look, here's my thing. Is like this is how spreads should work. If they at least cover what the spread was supposed to be in one of the halves, then it should count for the whole game. Because they covered this spread in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
I love that rule. You know what? We should have done a second half spread. That's what we should have done.
This was the Marcel Reed Heisman game. He came back and threw for like 400 and something yards and 3 touchdowns or whatever. So
this is the bad thing about the pick 'em is that you got to pick both the win and the spread. Like that's where I'm terrible at. Like I can pick the winners all day long.
You're over here giving us a hard time. It's 19.5. That's a lot of points, dude. We think Texas.
Yeah,
we thought Texas A&M was 3 touchdowns better than South Carolina, especially without Lenore Sellers.
Yeah.
So, something happened on Facebook. We're having trouble streaming to Facebook. This may be an issue on Facebook's end. Is it possible the stream was ended or deleted on Facebook? We'll keep trying and let you know if it's resolved. Please check Facebook. Okay.
Don't worry about Facebook.
We're not, whatever. Check out the podcast if you're listening to Facebook. You can't even see it, though. Next, we come down here, and we get all bought up in the hype of Pittsburgh versus Notre Dame. That was a disaster. And I knew it was a disaster right out of the gate.
We knew why they ranked Pittsburgh. We talked about why Pittsburgh was being ranked because Notre Dame needs some ranked wins.
And we fell for
exactly
it.
Why. We
wanted Notre Dame to lose is what we wanted to do. That was a dumb brain. That was a heart pick.
That was
not a brain pick.
Yes.
And Jeremiah Love is ridiculous. He had that stupid touchdown run to open it up. And then Pitt comes back and throws a pick 6 immediately. And then they go down there and kick a field goal, and it's 14-3. And you're like, you can't kick field goals and beat Notre Dame. You're just not going to be able to do it. So, but anyways, we lost that one.
BMO's fault.
Yep.
He wasn't there.
Yep. And then we come down, Cincinnati versus Arizona. Arizona, 6.5-point dogs. They go win outright, 30-24 in Cincinnati. And I tried to tell everybody on this show, you cannot trust Cincinnati. You can't do it. Never again. Ever. Do we bet in favor of Cincinnati? Dude, I was so mad when I saw this score. So mad. Anybody else got anything to say about Cincinnati?
No, I don't remember picking Cincinnati.
No, man. You get all set up here. We believe in Sat. No, dude. No. Every time I watch Cincinnati play, they stink. They look awful. So I have nothing else but to believe that they won't win. Hey, but we right the ship, boys. West Virginia, plus 11.5 against Arizona State. Shout out us.
How's easy money? I mean, Arizona State doesn't have their quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, they need him to win.
Yes. Then we come down here, Penn State at Michigan State.
This was you.
This was me. I hand up. Penn State, I thought they had no chance. I didn't watch a bit of this game. Some of these games we didn't even watch because you can't watch all these games. Actually, a lot of these games we didn't even watch. But I was keeping track of the score because I was like, yes. It looked like it was 10-16 for the longest time, and then I guess Penn State got carried away there late. But so I will take the blame for that. Dude, Jahmyr Gibbs ridiculous. So that's on me. Shout out DYLON. He tried to tell us. I didn't listen, but that's okay.
Dude.
So we lost that one. Then we come down here
Whew.
to the ACC, and we say this is a get-right game for Georgia Tech. They're going to blow the doors off Boston College. And I watched a lot of this game at the end.
They were
Georgia
supposed
Tech,
to. They were supposed to. You got to think,
Tech,
Boston College won one game so far. Like, they were supposed to just cakewalk this game. And
Well, here's the
Tech
thing.
defense stinks.
Like,
That's what it is.
well, with the ACC, I mean, every game in the ACC is a pick 'em. You know, sometimes you can steal a couple games in the pick 'em, like the Northwestern and the West Virginia ones. For us, we stole those because we just knew what was going to happen. Every ACC game is a pick 'em because nobody wants to win a game in that division.
Yep.
Nobody wants to win a game in that conference. Not a single team wants to win a game.
come on now.
They were lucky to win.
This just proves to you that ACC is the toughest division in football. The toughest conference in football.
I bet the ACC, every team has 500 record against each other.
Yeah, I'm not doubting that. But this just goes to show that SEC can go up there and talk about it and rank each other all high and all this. Come play an ACC schedule where any given week somebody's going to come dominate you.
Well, if you switch the logos,
and on top of this, though, this is Boston College senior night. Like, think about that background for a second. Senior night, one game win for the season, and they were about to upset. What were they ranked? Number
16.
What did you say? 16 in the nation. Like, and then in the fourth quarter, Georgia Tech comes back and barely beats them. Like, what an epic display of football again.
Do you switch? What?
Do you think, you know how the ACC does that? They send it to the ACC offices to do the referee reviews. Do you think the somebody from that office called down and was like, hey,
we can't
College.
have this. Yeah.
Right.
We can't have
We
this.
get one team in, buddy. We got to get one team in.
We need
20 grand. By the way, that ACC,
suddenly the TV didn't show that, the ACC coming, or what is it?
ACC
Charlotte or
review room is
Greensboro?
so dumb, too, because they only use one TV. They got like 7 TVs with the ACC logo on there, but they're all looking at one screen. It doesn't make any sense.
J-Bot, is that in Greensboro or Charlotte?
No, they just moved to Charlotte. It used to be in Greensboro.
So this is right down the road in Ballantyne? Where the
No,
old
ESPN their
office
office is in Uptown.
Oh, okay.
But if you switch these logos and that's Georgia versus Mississippi State, and it's a close game, all the SEC people be like, see, look how tough this conference is.
Absolutely, yeah.
So,
look at Florida, Ole Miss this week. Florida's not great.
Yeah.
But it was like, look how tough this is going to be a tough game for Ole Miss.
SEC is so tough. Like, buddy, Florida got slapped around by USF, okay, at home. So, no, it's not. Like, then we come down here, and we absolutely knew that Virginia was like, Duke, come on. The whole Duke could win the ACC.
Well, as long as Chandler Morris was playing, yeah.
Duke, Virginia wins outright as plus. They were 6.5-point underdogs ranked at Duke.
Yeah.
That's and they won 34-17. So shout out Virginia. Tex.
Shout out us.
This next one.
It's my fault. I said in the group chat, I fall in love to get my heart broken. I leave it all, I leave it all out there. I watched them play last week. I was like, dang, they got it going on. This quarterback's coming home. It's his hometown. He's about to ball out. And he balled in. He balled in, dude. He balled in.
NC State was at Miami, and they lost 41-7. And I sent him every time NC State was down more than 14. I sent him a text, hey, Miami's up this much. Miami's up this much, because he stood on the table and beat his chest.
He did. He said it with his chest.
We told him.
I thought farewell tour for Dave Dorn, quarterback homecoming.
Yeah,
I was just
run the Dorn ball.
I was just seeing the star, like everything was aligning for NC State. They were playing what I thought was pretty good football. They were battling. I just
He's a hopeless romantic.
41-7, dude. No, they only
here I am just loving football.
Don't try to get people to feel bad for you.
Wanting us to love us back. And you know what? Football is a spiteful lover.
No.
And as soon as you get close, she runs away with another suitor. She caught the scent of a lesser stag, and in this case, it's just hey, both hands up, surrender, Cobra. Okay, surrender, Cobra.
We clicked NC State.
You got caught with your pants down with NC State, dude.
Yes, sir.
You did. You got.
But hey, if you think about it in terms of ACC, though, like technically,
stop it with the ACC.
Technically, North Carolina State is typical to beat Miami because Carson doesn't have a typical crap game.
Only at home, though. Only at home.
Guys, we were all there. I think we were in San Francisco. We all watched the game together. NC State beat Florida State. I'm pretty sure that game was at Florida State. It was incredible. Like
last year.
Dude, that was like
15 years ago.
I just saw that. I had visions of NC State Sugar Plums beating my Sugar Plums.
Philip Rivers ain't walking through that door.
Dude, yeah.
Russ Wilson's not walking through that door.
Mike Glennon isn't walking through that door. Mario Williams ain't walking through that door.
With their
ain't walking through that door.
Torrey Holt ain't walking through that door.
Golly, dude. I can't believe it. Naheem Hines ain't walking through that door.
Tony Baker's not walking through that door.
Logan Wilson ain't walking through that door. Shout out, that dude's a beast, by the way. Okay. Anyways, Miami wins 41-7. Next, we bet that USC would win by 6.5 against Iowa. That was a slop fest. It played right into Iowa. If I had known the weather was going to be that bad,
that's on us.
That's an Iowa football game.
Well, yeah, that's BMO and Butch's fault because they didn't tell us the weather. They're the weather people.
USC was lucky to win this game because they outscored Iowa 27-6 in the second half. So
they got the spread in one half, so we should have won.
There you go.
Should have won. We should be doing second half pick 'em.
That's what we should. Can we create an app that's just second half? Yeah. Shout out Dan Campbell, who keeps going for it on fourth down, but keeps missing against the Eagles. It's freaking hilarious. and then we go to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. They lose as 6.5-point favorites to Oklahoma somehow. I have Oklahoma's defense. So Alabama lost a 17-game home win streak. Gone. 2 years in a row they've lost to Oklahoma because remember they lost last year at Oklahoma.
That's a battle for Maroon.
It was.
I mean, I kept getting confused on like which team was which team. Like I had to remember where they were playing to remember who was who. So they look the same. I mean, Oklahoma and the all whites with the maroon helmets looks the exact same as what Alabama looks like on the road.
You're exactly right. Like this was, and Oklahoma owns Alabama now. They had 212 yards. Oklahoma did, and Alabama had 406 total yards. Alabama had 3 turnovers, though, and Oklahoma turned that into 17 points. This is the second road win over a ranked opponent for Oklahoma. I thought they were frauds.
Well, they got a good defense. And
They have a legit.
their few losses came when their quarterback probably came back too early, but he knew that
100%.
they needed him to win. So if he's fully healthy, they're probably looking at undefeated right now.
Yeah, I mean that's the Venables is going to be there for a while. So
I mean, he was trained by one of the best coaches in college football.
Okay, all right. Actually, Dabo's little speech after in the interview game was pretty funny. There ain't no quitting that team, and there ain't no quitting me. Go down. He ran off the field.
Mic drop.
He was building that thing up. He just couldn't find his way. Once he found his way to get an end to it, he knew he was about to bring that thing
always
up.
a cheerleader, man. Always a cheerleader.
So, he got popped, didn't he?
Yeah, he's me out though.
Dude, this screws up the playoffs so bad, this game. So we lost that one. Thanks a lot, Alabama. Losers. And then
are they still in?
They're not. I mean, hey, don't bury the lead, dude. Then Ole Miss.
Don't bury.
Florida covers the 16.5 against Ole Miss, dude.
Yeah, told you.
How about it? Stand up. I was wrong on this one. I thought this was going to be an absolute smoke show.
No, dude.
So there we go. We get one back. Then we bet on Baylor as 9.5-point favorite or dogs at home.
We nothing. We nothing.
What do you mean we nothing?
We nothing.
We all agreed.
No, I was on Utah.
That's the first time I heard it. Jerk.
You did say Baylor would win the Big 12.
You did.
I did
say
say that.
Baylor was your team at the beginning of the year.
Turns out I was wrong.
Yeah.
So I think DYLON convinced us Baylor.
DYLON did convince us to do Baylor.
He did. He goes, that's what they do at home. They win football games at home.
Yeah.
Whatever, dude.
Waco.
That's you go, buddy. And then we're going to go BYU. They smoked TCU at home. So we got that one right. So we ended hot.
It's not about how you start. It's how you finish. We won the last two games. So that looks good for next week.
We got to talk about this Texas-Georgia game, though.
What, buddy? About how big of frauds Texas are?
Texas is not back. Arch Manning is not back. They got crushed 35-10. Buddy, did you see this game? You can't kick field goals. Okay.
I did not watch the game. I went to bed.
You can't kick field goals.
Not a fan.
Texas runs a gazillion bubble screens. Gazillion bubble screens. Okay. Then
Clemson's offense.
Yeah, that's what I'm sitting here watching. I'm like, are they going to throw the ball down the field? Are they going to throw the ball down the field? No, they don't. Texas does not throw the ball down the field. So
I think Archie's hurt.
Texas gets down. They give up a touchdown. I can't remember what it was. And then they give up an onside kick. Did you see the onside kick? Kirby Smart had Sarkisian in a freaking blender, dude. He had no idea what to do. They had Georgia went for it 2 4th downs on their 9-play touchdown drives late in the second half. So Georgia's pretty good. I was looking at their schedule and I'm like, they've got their defense playing a little better here lately.
And their quarterback's gotten better.
He is better than I thought he was.
Well, he wasn't good at the beginning of the year, but there was lack of experience. Now that he has reps underneath his belt, he's played in big-time games. He has gotten a lot better. He got some swagger. He also looks like he's 40.
True. Yes. And he was the better quarterback on the field that day. Telling you right now.
Yesterday.
Arch is hurt. You can't convince me Arch
he's
hurt.
throwing it like Phillip Rivers or something. He's got
That's what I think. That's why I think he's hurt.
Yeah. So
because if he would have gotten surgery or he would have missed the season.
So what this does is it puts Georgia in second in the SEC right now because they're 7-1, and then Texas A&M first 7-0. So Alabama has to. They can't lose another one, or they're in trouble.
So Georgia versus Texas A&M at the Georgia Dome.
Is that where? That's how it stands right now. But I think if Alabama wins out, they'll be in.
Oh yeah, they beat Georgia.
They beat Georgia. So, but
Who's Alabama got left to play?
I don't know. Let me
They
look.
have
Auburn for sure.
East Illinois and Auburn.
In Auburn. So they
it's a Division II week for the SEC.
Yeah. But it's at Auburn. So, man, Auburn with a chance to ruin Alabama's season. Oh, my gosh.
Golly, dude. You know they're
Well, if
so hyped
Alabama
right now.
loses back-to-back SEC games too, they're definitely out.
You would think, but they're talking about Texas getting in with 3 wins. Like, come on, man. See, that's the BS. I thought we were going to –
And see,
anyway.
Texas has got Arkansas and A&M left.
Yeah.
If they beat A&M, they could get in. They have to beat A&M, though.
Georgia's got Charlotte and Georgia Tech. Georgia
Kirk
Tech might
Herbstreit was
upset
in the
their season, too.
Georgia Tech's going to beat Georgia.
No,
Georgia Tech has to beat Georgia to get in.
I don't see that happening, though. Like
Georgia Tech's defense is awful.
Yeah, let's
Awful.
be real here.
But
there might have been some hope before I saw games this week. I'm not buying that right
Haynes
now.
King is a baller, though.
But that's not an ACC game, so Georgia Tech could want to win that game. They just don't want to win ACC games.
That's true. Maybe the ACC is so good they need to play outside their conference.
Have they played an ACC schedule?
Yes, that's what it is. They don't want to play an ACC schedule. They don't play an SEC schedule, so they can actually win.
Also, you should have been watching Jacksonville State, Kennesaw State. That game was electric. The same time Utah State and UNLV was electric. Instead of watching Texas versus Georgia, because that game sucked.
Yeah, I had it on the Utah State game until I fell asleep at 10 o'clock.
Jack State won, and that was awesome. So that game hit. Shout out to us for picking the top 5 games of the week. Also, quote from Kirby Smart about this thing. A lot of these kids want a check. They don't want physicality. If you have the check and no physicality, you end up with nothing. You're not just getting checks at our place. We're hitting people. Woo! Shots fired at Texas, baby. In your face, Tex. What do you speak for yourself? Soft serve.
I mean,
frozen yogurt football down.
I think he's talking about the state of football as a whole, college football. First, you're not allowed to hit anybody. As soon as somebody gets popped in the mouth, they're all looking for a flag.
It's true. Very true. See it
Donna,
everywhere, every level.
That reminds me of he just wants that steak and lobster. He doesn't want to earn that steak and lobster because we didn't get checks back in the day. At least at least we didn't.
Nope.
Georgia's got some grown men playing for them, though.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
So does Ohio State.
I watched that and I'm like, how are those guys in college?
Yeah.
Speaking of this,
what do we feed these kids so I can start feeding my kid? That's all I want.
Let's give a little love to the linebacker from Texas Tech who should be up for the Heisman. He's Jacob Rodriguez is the first Big 12 player with a rushing touchdown and a defensive INT in a single game since Travis Hunter.
And he's sporting a mustache.
Like
he did the Heisman pose on the
BYU game.
Yeah.
That was a ridiculous play.
Yeah, that was an insane pick.
Jameer Gibbs is
super trooper mustache.
One of the greatest football players of all time. This guy is – they got to figure out a way to get that guy the ball. All right, upset advisory.
Looks like they are.
That dude is – every time I look up, Jameer Gibbs is running down the sideline, juking people out of their shoes. Upset advisory. 4-2. 2-4, boys. 2-4.
Good thing the committee met on this one.
Eastern Michigan throttled Ball State. Penn State destroyed Michigan State. FIU got smoked, or Liberty got smoked by FIU. I told
he
you.
Can't even read his own graphic.
Yeah, exactly. I told you.
Georgia Southern. They beat Coastal in overtime. That was the one I was hoping for that would get me back to 500. Kennesaw State lost. I told you. And then San Diego State beat Boise State in the monsoon, and Boise State doesn't have a quarterback. Poor research effort on my part. My bad.
We talked about that.
Yep.
Because I said, how are they favored over Boise? And you said Boise didn't have their quarterback. And I was like, okay.
And I still picked him? What an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got you can't even put your slide together right. You got confused on your own picks.
We move on next week. It's 2-4. We're 27-45. That's why it's advisory, not alert. Okay, the AP football or the AP poll just dropped for college football. Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, Georgia, Ole Miss, Texas Tech, Oregon, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, Alabama, BYU, Vanderbilt. That's your top 12. Newcomers, Tennessee somehow is still in there. The newcomer, Missouri's still in there. Are you kidding me, dude? Get Missouri and Tennessee out of there. I have, like, every time I'm reading there, I'm like, Missouri. Oh God. Idiots. So they got Houston's new, Tulane's new, North Texas, and JMU. Those are your newcomers to the AP poll.
Missouri plays somebody. Missouri plays an SEC
I
team
swear
this
to
week.
Dude, it's just
9 SEC teams in there.
Missouri should not be in there. They did this last year. Who's Missouri playing? Missouri's playing somebody. They're playing Texas A&M, I'm pretty sure, aren't they?
Are 3-3
I'm looking it up.
freaking schedule. No, they're playing
Oklahoma
and Arkansas.
Oklahoma,
Son
yeah.
of a gun, dude, are you kidding
Game
me?
I
over.
knew there. I was like, me and
Yes.
Max talked about it. I knew they were playing somebody.
They're trying to get Oklahoma another ranked win. You've got to be. Gosh, dude.
I'm good with the top 5. I think A&M should be over.
There it is.
I think A&M should be number 2.
No, Indiana's 2. Get out of here.
No, dude. A&M.
And the reason they're keeping Tennessee ranked, they play Vanderbilt in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, I think
God,
is that the reason why they ranked Tennessee?
They're so predictable. They're so predictable.
This is what's question. Go back to that, dude. What are you doing? Golly, we're sitting here talking. I'm still confused on how Miami's in here. Like
They got 2 losses. I'm fine with Miami in there. Get the 3-loss SEC team out of there.
No, dude. Look at Miami in the conference. That's what I'm saying. Like, how are they in the college football top 25?
I don't think they should be ranked, but above anybody that they're behind in the conference.
That's
I would
my point.
gladly put them at 23 for Missouri. I would give it to me.
Right now, Miami, you have Georgia Tech, Virginia, Pitt, SMU in front of Miami in the conference. But yet you only have Georgia Tech behind Miami in the AP poll. And there's no other ACC teams ranked right now. So that's what I'm saying. This is garbage. Miami's 4-2, 8-2 overall. You got Georgia Tech.
You should be going the opposite of saying the reason they're ranked is because the conference is so tough. What are you doing? Stop complaining about it.
They are tough. I'm just saying this.
Then.
How do you rank them?
You're going about this all wrong.
I'm just telling you they're wrong.
You should be like, that's why, because it's the conference.
To be wrong, dude.
Just should be Georgia Tech 14, Virginia 15. Miami should be like right in front of Tennessee at 19.
I agree.
Where's Pitt at? Pitt's not there. Where's SMU
Pitt's
at?
done. Get Pitt's done. They have their chance.
Michigan's ranked because they play Ohio State in 2 weeks.
Tennessee's what? What is Tennessee's schedule?
Michigan's winning games.
Barely. Last second field.
They have 2 losses.
Western.
Tennessee and Missouri have 3 losses. If you have
that's
2
my
losses,
point.
I can understand. Texas has 3 losses.
Didn't USC get killed by Michigan or USC beat Michigan?
I don't remember. You have to look that up.
I mean, I don't think Texas should be in there.
Who cares about
Texas
this
is in there because they play A&M in 2 weeks.
Exactly. They need Texas to remain ranked.
This is sad. This is sad.
Who gives a rip about that poll? Here's the real poll. The committee met. We've got a new top 12 for the college football playoff.
Didn't I just say this before we even
Budge you, pardon my take, finally, I mean, PFT probably doesn't watch a football game of JMU until week 7, guaranteed, right? Like, they're all in because they thought game day was going to go to JMU, and so they're all like, we're getting ahead of the narrative. Well, hey, guys, we've been on the narrative of ranking JMU in our top 12. This is the third week
he
in a
was
row.
the guest picker last time they were.
That's what they were trying to do. They were trying to hit it off.
Last time they were there, and then that beat them.
Yeah. So, but anyways, they're trying to do the JMU thing. Just know that we were on JMU, I don't know, almost a month ago. After the Americans started imploding.
Begrudgingly.
Yeah. Not that I want to put JMU, but I watch them play, and they're good.
They're
a good team. We respect football around here. Then we've got BYU at 11, Georgia Tech at 10, Oklahoma at 9, Notre Dame at 8, Ole Miss at 7, Oregon 6, Georgia 5, Texas Tech 4, Indiana 3, Texas A&M 2, Ohio State moves back into 1. because they're just destroying everything. They kill everybody, dude. You know who's not in there?
Vanderbilt.
Alabama.
Hmm.
They're out. They went from 6 to out. You lose at home.
I agree.
It's a guy with one hand. The team that beats you, in. Second road ranked win, Oklahoma, you're in. Alabama, you're out. Kenny Powers meme. Do we have any issue with the top 12 via the committee?
No, I think we're on a Texas Tech Georgia collision course.
Oh, baby.
Ooh.
Natty?
Yeah.
I want that so bad. I would love to see Texas Tech, Indiana, and then listen to everybody. Nobody's going to watch that game. Who cares?
I want to see A&M and Texas Tech.
Who cares? The only people who care about who watches the game are the people who make money off the advertisements. Give it to me. Give me Indiana, Texas Tech. Give me a freaking basketball final in the college football playoff. Give it to me.
Notre Dame's got an ACC schedule the rest of the year.
There you go. They got a chance to prove it then. That's a bad. He says Georgia 4 better wins. Texas Tech, I have to judge them off of what they've done
with their quarterback.
They lost at Arizona State without their quarterback. I can't barely.
Yeah.
Against when Arizona State was still in the fight and still was healthy and had their quarterback. So Texas Tech's defense is for real, dude. But Georgia's
the eye test.
No, stop. I hate the eye test. Tex, what do you think of this top 12, dude?
Sounds great.
Great, dude. Thanks.
Thanks for your input, Tex.
I tend
to
agree.
Up on the screen for 10 minutes. He's just now.
I was sitting there thinking about what that NC guy said, and I was thinking Georgia did beat Texas, so they should be higher.
Shut up, dude.
I think Georgia and Texas Tech are interchangeable, but I also think that those two are gonna make a run.
I think so.
Especially if Georgia avoids playing in the SEC championship game, they're gonna make a run in the playoffs.
That's the best thing that can happen for them now. I mean, what are you playing for?
Yeah.
I mean, what are Indiana and Ohio State going to play for? The bye? You're saying that they lose the Big Ten championship, they don't get a bye? Like, who are you going to give it to?
Look, Georgia played in the SEC championship last year, and Carson Beck got hurt, cost them a national championship.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Stop.
You have that argument. It got
True.
Carson Beck paid. It got him paid because he could say that.
True.
That's true. That's the old high school quarterback. We would have won states if I hadn't gotten hurt.
Yeah. Booby Miles.
Letterman jacket guy.
Booby Miles.
We just started the fourth quarter here at Sunday Night Football, too. So Eagles and Lions in another low-scoring Eagles slop fest. They just ugly everything up. That dude was 6'7", and the ref was.
Georgia Tech better be careful, though, if they get Pitt. Yeah.
What happens if Pitt beats Miami and Georgia Tech?
Absolutely. That's what I was saying.
Italy poo, dude. So, yeah, but BMO. I was posting.
BMO's not.
I don't think Pitt's going to do that.
Pitt's not making the playoffs.
It's over.
That's what I'm saying, though. So they have nothing left to play for other than upset Georgia Tech, and then Georgia Tech will have to beat Georgia.
Cost Pitt their season by not going to game day.
Yep.
Oh.
And can we just pour out a little bit for the Utah State kicker who missed 2 game-winning kicks? That was brutal.
His first kick he's missed all year was that game.
Oh my gosh!
And he missed a PAT.
Yep.
Yeah, he had a rough day.
We don't criticize kickers on this show, but
it's just a bad day. Hey, everybody has a bad day on the course.
Everybody's got a bad day.
His just happened to be, on primetime game. But that's that going in.
BMO said earlier in the chat, though, don't pick Pitt for anything. And then he's going to say, what's going to happen if Pitt
Hey, don't ever
Miami?
bet on Pitt. And then, whoa, what if Pitt does? That's a classic BMO comment, though. He knows what he's doing. All right, let's hit the electric guitar and go over the picks of the week real quick.
All right, give me a second. 1985 computer.
You want me to do it? Picks of the week. Here we go. 3-3 for the week here. I didn't update the records on us, but we start with the over text. Bucks Bills over 47.5.
Boom.
Here to slap, my friend.
No,
Josh Allen covered that himself almost.
Yeah, we called it. I told you it was going over. It's going to be an absolute score fest. Great football.
It was a fun game. Master Spreader gave you UConn -7.5 versus Air Force. People thought I was dishing America. No, dissing America. Absolutely not. I was just saying UConn's red, white, and blue too. So UConn won by 10. So we take the win and we salute the Air Force. So now go to the underworld with J-Bite as under. His boys from Missouri State. What happened?
Yeah, my boys from Missouri State. They gave up an unusual 17 points in the third quarter, and that cost us our under. So they came out in the third quarter flat. UTEP hopped on them for 17 points, and that hurt us. But look, when I was getting the unders right, the Bills were losing. So if it takes me getting the unders wrong for the Bills to win, then I'm okay with that.
That's a good spin zone. Because now it's a can't lose for you.
Yeah.
That was nice. ButchP gave you Tennessee Tech at Kentucky plus 28.5, and that almost covered, dude. They lost 42-10. I was rooting for that one hard. I loved that one. DYLON gave you Justin Herbert over 246.5 yards.
DYLON's done.
It's over.
With the props.
It's over. It's over.
That's just karma coming out, though, because y'all sit up here in front of the mics and you bash T-Law and ETN saying that Jacksonville's dead, and DYLON was like, oh, yeah, it's going to be easy bet. This is easy bet. No, they come up and stomp you in the face. I like it.
Dude, he got benched. Trey Lance was in there for the entire fourth quarter.
We need to bench
ETN went off, though.
We need to
when I
bench
put
DYLON.
this parlay in, they didn't have 246.5 wasn't available.
I was trying to tell him.
I took the 240, and it didn't hit either.
He had 81 yards I was looking at in the second half in the third quarter. 81 yards passing. All right. I think
I tried to tell him.
That moves Edge.
Was he scared of the defense?
Is going to have the second best, maybe the best record here with young money lines. Gave us LSU -215 versus Arkansas, and they almost blew it, by the way.
Bruh, I'm telling you, pins and needles. I was waiting on it. I was like, you got to be kidding me. This is the only reason I was watching this game is because of this pick. And I thought it was going to be a cakewalk because Arkansas is terrible in SEC, and LSU just wanted to give it up for them. But, yeah, and I had to, step out of ACC because it's absolute battlefields once you step in ACC games. So I had to go to SEC, and I was like, this is surefire win. And just like ACC, LSU just wanted to kind of no, we don't want to win this game. We don't want to win this game. We want Arkansas to play. But we got it.
The ACC just doesn't know their role. That the SEC falls in line. So if you just look at SEC schedule and you see, a team that's ranked 25th or 20th, and they're playing a team that's ranked 7th or 8th, you can pick that the favorite's going to win there. Unlike the ACC, they just want to beat each other because nobody wants to win.
They got no
maybe they want to beat each other and say, see, we all just need to leave the ACC. Or is the ACC saying we're going to create chaos because y'all wanted to leave the ACC? Look how great we are now. Nobody can win. Because it used to be ACC was another Clemson championship. This year, boy, let me tell you, it's
not even. You don't even say the word championship. Get that out of your vocabulary.
Just like I said, though, the ACC as a whole is so confused, and the college football committee as a whole, without Clemson being in the rims at the reins, they don't know who to pick. They don't know what's going on in college football if Clemson's not dominating.
Is that why the whole playoffs off kilter? They're like, we don't know where to go.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's got to be Clemson up there somewhere for them to actually have some stability around.
All right. That's all college football. Let's I'm gonna hit the football yay, and we're gonna move into the NFL.
Okay.
We got
football. Yay!
first thing we got to put up in the NFL, fastest 15 minutes in sports. The playoff picture of the AFC, boys. Currently, the 9-2 Broncos are in the driver's seat, followed by the New England Patriots and the Colts and the Steelers. Somehow, Mason Rudolph was in today.
Yeah.
And in the wild card, you got
Rodgers
Buffalo.
broke his wrist.
He did.
Broke his wrist. It's confirmed.
Yeah,
He broke it.
fractured wrist or something.
Wow, dude.
He looked him and Joe Flacco. That was the most miserable. That looked like us out there in the freezing cold, being like, I do not want to be out in this cold anymore.
What's that bone disease old people get?
Osteoporosis.
He's got osteoporosis at his old age. He's done. He must go ahead and retire.
So the wild cards, Buffalo, the Chargers, and then Jacksonville. And then in the hunt, this is dirty. They didn't put the Dolphins in here. The Dolphins are 4-7. They're very much in the hunt. But it's Houston, Kansas City, Baltimore, all 5-5. Telling you right now. You feel good about that, J-Bye?
The Kansas City plays Indianapolis next week too.
Whew. That's a must win. That's
it. That could put them way behind. I mean,
that could be it.
First time Mahomes' career that he has had 2 losing streaks in a season. Been 500 or worse through week 9.
See, look at the NFC. They put the Cardinals and the Falcons and the Cowboys on there in the hunt graphic
because they're all in the hunt for their division.
Still,
guys, find me a better guys. Find me a better 3-5-1 team. Find me a better one.
We're about to see Green Bay's about to be there.
Yeah.
This was before the games played, but the Rams won, so they lead the NFC West. Then the Bears are actually in first in the NFC North, and Bucks are still in first in the NFC South. But Seahawks.
The Rams beat the Eagles too, right? So
no, the Eagles beat the Rams.
Oh.
Remember they blocked that field goal?
That's right.
Yep.
Right. Dude,
so
Jared Goff stinks in primetime.
Yeah. He's got 5 failures on 4th down. That's terrible. So that's just a look at the NFC and in the AFC playoff picture. All right, we're going to quickly run down. This is what we do. We pull up the scoreboard, and then we go through the games and talk about notes that we wrote down. I wrote down some notes.
But you did say in episode 298, 292, Chiefs will not make the playoffs.
Told you. How many episodes was that ago? 40?
I don't know. What episode it is. It says 215.
331. That's 40 episodes ago. So that was probably 8 or 9 weeks ago. Called it. For all those people that are saying the Chiefs aren't going to make the playoffs, I could see it in their face. I could see it straight up in their face. Okay. Here we go. Fastest however many minutes in sports. We start Sunday morning in Madrid. First time Spain's ever had a game. And they get the absolute barn burner that was.
They got kicking.
Yes. There you go. España. But Marcus Mariota threw a pick in overtime. Dolphins get the ball, kick the game winner, cover the 2.5. Shout out to the Dolphins. Mike McDaniels is a complete. I don't even know what to make of that guy anymore. But
I thought of this, that, because you had Mariota versus Tua, 2 guys from Hawaii. I think they went to the same high school.
They did.
And why are we keep sending games to Europe? And why don't we send games to states in the United States that don't have teams?
Oh, that's a great idea.
Like, why don't we send a game like this to Hawaii?
Oh,
that's a great idea. That's almost as good as our weed Thanksgiving Advent calendar.
Yeah.
Tex, what do you think about this idea? For Thanksgiving, you get an Advent calendar, and it's a gummy that goes up in milligrams all the way till Thanksgiving, and you take the last one on Thanksgiving at noon before your meal. It's like 25 milligrams.
A weed vent
25
calendar.
milligrams is Thanksgiving.
Oh, buddy, that would put you
You
strapped
eat
to
so much pie.
buckled up to the couch. Is when you and me and Anthony, you'd be buckled up to the couch. You'd be strapping yourself in right there. Find a nice corner on the
Dude,
sectional.
after the meal, you get your post-meal nap at 30,000 feet.
Yeah, and then you just you be at
Dude, the dad vent calendar.
30,000 feet. You'd be up there on the moon. You'd be up there on the moon, watching Earth. You weren't watching football. You used to be watching Earth spin.
You're like, why did somebody slow this couch down?
Yeah. Hey man,
Watching Earth.
Oh my god! We were yelling about how people are doing Christmas too early, and I'm part of that problem. And then we said Thanksgiving needs to step its game up, and then we came up with the idea that Thanksgiving needs to have a THC gummy calendar that leads you all the way into Thanksgiving, where you get
about that, buddy.
You get completely
25
blitzed
milligrams.
out of your mind.
Yeah, you wouldn't be blitzed. You just be sitzed. You just be sitzed out of your mind.
Oh. That's Dolphins Commanders. We talked about Panthers, Falcons, Bucks, Bills. Didn't watch any of the Texans Titans game. I usually have like 5 or 6 games on this.
Dude, Davis Mills.
Do what? Dude, quarterback controversy in Houston.
They play the Bills on Thursday night too.
Mills versus Bills.
Hey,
let's go. Are we the Millsy goats right now? We gotta get Davis Mills a hat, dude. The Millsy goat. Let's go. And then send him an advent calendar for Thanksgiving. We talked about Bears Vikings already. So we did that. Packers and Giants, dude. The Jameis Winston game. Let's go.
Dude.
The first thing I saw in this game was Drew Brees in the booth. Buddy, you got to calm down. J.J. Watt tried to do it too. He tried to wear glasses and part his hair down the middle. Brees had a scarf on that was so perfectly placed. And I'm like, you got to take that off, dude.
Yeah.
You got to take the scarf off in the booth. You can't be a football guy with a scarf.
Those things are heated too.
Yeah, he's like, come on, dude. I get it. Your shoulders frozen, all that stuff, but come on. But anyways, what were we talking? Oh, yeah. New York, the Giants had an opening drive TD. Packers wide receivers were dropping balls. Jordan Love went out for a little bit because he tried to run somebody over. We had a Jameis rushing touchdown. The Giants threw an interception in the red zone to end to try to tie the game. But the Packers are frauds, and I'm just
bad interception too. I mean, dude, he basically threw it to him. Jameis did what Jameis does.
Yeah. So, but the Packers stink. They barely got out of there with the win. So they're a non-factor as far as I'm concerned. So, but the Packers win 27-20. They were fighting and clawing the whole time. Bengals and Steelers, like I said, this was Flacco is just out there throwing YOLO. Every time I look up, Flacco's heaving the ball fit 70 yards down the field.
Good.
But yeah, I mean, also humongous fight in this game between Jamar Chase and Jalen Ramsey. And Darnell Washington, the tight end for Pittsburgh, the big 6'8", 300 guy?
Yeah.
He is a yak monster right now. And I don't know if anybody wants to get in that guy's way when he has the football. So
he went to Georgia.
Yeah, he's a monster. But the Steelers win 34-12. They keep pace in the also Jaylen Warren got hurt in this game. So
and if I said Roethlisberger and Rodgers.
Yeah. So, but they actually look a lot better. They look better when Rodgers went out with Mason Rudolph. Kenny Gainwell had a big day.
Pride of Rock Hill.
Next game was the Chargers and Jags, and this was never even close. The Jaguars defense just destroyed the Chargers.
Click on the box score for that game.
Why?
I just want to see something.
What are you looking at? Oh, he finished. He didn't get any more passing yards.
81 yards passing.
81 yards for Justin Herbert. Holy cow, dude.
Do you guys remember DYLON talking? Oh, I have the best percentage in the whole group. I know what I'm talking about. DYLON, the defense is the defense is ranked. What was it, like 21st? I was like, dude, are you not scared of that? And he's like, no, I'm not scared of that. I'm not scared of that. So what about the rushing? Nope. Shut him down.
The Chargers made it to the red zone one time.
Yeah.
They didn't even turn the ball over either. Like they just got smothered.
He had an interception.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I thought I was looking down at this to be like, did I miss a bunch of fumbles or interceptions? No.
Yeah.
No. So holy cow. They just got the Jags win games weird like that though. Like they win games like they won 35-6 and you watch the game and you're like, the Jags didn't really do anything. Trevor Lawrence threw for like 150 yards.
Yeah. And Etienne had like, he didn't even have 100 yards rushing.
No. Rams Seahawks. Rams win. But oh, buddy. This was the Darnoldy game you could ever see. They had a chance to walk off a field goal late in the game. Sam Darnold was your leading passer. 29
4 picks.
Four bad interceptions. Like terrible. How many? The Seahawks defense kept them in this game. Like the Seahawks.
I saw JSN's catch on the sideline though, the one-handed catch. He's good.
He's so good. He was open too, and Darnold wouldn't throw it to him.
Yeah.
But this is exactly what we talk about on this show, week in and week out. The Seahawks play a lesser opponent, and their defense gets a bunch of turnovers, and they dominate, and they can run the football. And Sam Darnold gets to sit back there and run a 2 wide receiver route with a big, and then he gets to throw a play action deep down the field, JSN bomb. But whenever he gets people, in his face, at his feet, he starts turning the ball over. That's what he does against good defenses. It's what he does every time. We have enough information now to show you that Sam Darnold is not the MVP. When he plays good competition, he will turn the ball over. That's what he does. Shout out to the Rams for running. What did they? I think they ran dime. I saw this tweet, from somebody. They ran dime package 57% of the time against the Seahawks, and they basically were saying the Seahawks run the football, and they wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Hey, question.
Good.
We're watching this Detroit game. Have the Detroit Lions figured out how to stop the tush push?
They just
by getting them to jump. By getting them to jump, they didn't stop it. I think that's the second one they got them to jump.
No, they stopped it on third down though. They stopped it on third down.
They stopped it.
The other drive, they did the same thing. They got them to jump. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, they may have. Ravens beat the Browns. This was hilarious because Lamar Jackson threw for 2 touchdowns. I don't think he had any touchdowns. But the funniest thing about this game, the Dylan Gabriel, I don't know how Shedeur Sanders wound up in the game.
I think he got a concussion.
Okay. So
he went to the medical tent.
And read off what you said earlier.
Shedeur Sanders finished 4 of 16 for 47 yards and 1 interception. His drives were a 3-and-out, interception, 3-and-out, 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 4-and-out. So, look, apparently he is who they all thought he was. I'm not even gonna get into like what our opinions were because honestly I don't even remember. But he wasn't playing for a reason. He was up by 6 when they went into the game, and he blew a lead. He just had to keep the lead.
Quarterback. That's how it goes.
Then the game was tied, and he had an opportunity to have a statement drive that he did not do. And the Ravens, they stole one. They stole one from the Browns. Myles Garrett had 4 sacks again today.
Jeez Louise, dude. He's an animal.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Browns though for covering because they were plus 8.5. So really they won.
Yeah.
Really shout out Shedeur Sanders for getting.
Hey, good teams win, great teams cover.
Is he the Mike Trout of D-line.
That's a great comp. Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
I don't understand the Mike Trout hype.
He puts up a lot of numbers.
Mike Trout is the best statistical baseball player that's ever played the game, but you never hear anything about him because he plays for a terrible team. He always has.
The Angels
Yeah,
had Mike
but
Trout and Shohei
Ohtani played
Ohtani.
for them, and you heard about him.
And he got out.
But you heard about him on the Angels.
Mike Trout doesn't put himself. He's the most closed off superstar in the game.
Hey, good for him. Let's send him a Thanksgiving advent calendar.
Also, by the way, Mike Trout, football guy.
Probably a fishing guy
Eagles.
too.
He's probably at the game.
Game of the day, supposedly. The Broncos beat the Chiefs 22-19. Chiefs fall 5-5. Broncos 9-2, 6-0 at home. This game was so infuriating because I thought 100% that the Broncos were going to blow this because they kept kicking field goals in the red zone, which is a no-no when you're trying to beat a good team. Mahomes had a pick in the red zone, and on that same play, Sean Payton got absolutely trucked on that. Third and long, there was a third and long pass interference for the Chiefs when there was 11 minutes in the fourth quarter that led to the game-tying Kelsey touchdown. I thought that was the end. I thought that was it. I thought the Broncos were about to choke it away. But Bo Nix made a really good throw there on the final drive, scrambling a little bit to his right. Are the Chiefs done, boys? Do we trust the Broncos now, or is this the Chiefs stink game?
Well, the Chiefs are 0-5 this year in 1-point games, whereas the last 3 years they're 18-2 or something crazy. They're just not winning. But honestly, what the Broncos are doing, it reminds me of what the Chiefs have done the past couple of years. I just don't think that Bo Nix is Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. I don't think Bo Nix and Sean Payton are Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. So I don't think they'll be able to continue. I think they are stealing a couple, getting some wins they shouldn't have. So that's not gonna help them in the playoffs.
Dude, the Broncos defense is so ridiculous.
It is good. It is good.
Ridiculous. But it's so funny to watch all the Chiefs. Like I was texting guy Jens. He's like the Chiefs, and I'm like, all right, you can go back to being a Cowboys fan or whatever.
I know. We haven't heard from Jens since the Chiefs have been terrible this year.
Hasn't been in the chat, nothing, But now they can all go back to rooting for the OKC Thunder because that's the closest the closest sports team to Kansas City, because the Royals stink, and they can all go back and do that. So it's over.
Well, and WNBA is over, so they can't cheer for Caitlin Clark anymore. So
they have Kansas basketball though. So
yeah.
There you go.
And Mizzou football.
Okay. All right. Still
that's right. Ranked team.
That's right. Yep.
Top 25.
Yeah. Every year. Never win anything, but just keep them there in case we need to get old Oklahoma up in the playoff here. All right. Do we want to hang banners or we just want to be done? Either way.
Well, one thing I forgot to add was this goes on the permanent big board because we have a winner from episode 252.
Shout out,
Edge.
dude.
Josh Allen will have more wins this year after being married than Brock Purdy did the year after he got married.
Ooh.
Josh Allen got his seventh win today. Brock Purdy, the year after he got married, only had 6 wins. So therefore, Josh Allen, better quarterback than Brock Purdy.
You're clapping wrong, AK. You're clapping wrong, AK. I said you're clapping wrong.
You're right. Sorry. I had to give him the Kirby Smart. Hear that? All right. Man.
I got one hanging banner too.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna hang the banner for BMO because, dude, that box came in. Man, I am hooked on that thing right now because I got to watch Red Zone today. I got to watch like four 4 different games before red zone. All this NFL package stuff that I was too cheap to buy. Man, I'm telling you, dude, I'm a believer. I used to talk trash to BMO about his phone. Man, I'm a believer in that box. So hang the banner for BMO for sharing the love on the box.
Shout out BMO. Love that guy.
Yeah, love that guy. Hey, there he is, Fried AKC. When Fried says free money alert, he means free money alert. Dude, he was right. He said it. That dude was all over the place at Jacksonville State. Let's go. Let's go. I want to hang the banner for the penny. RIP. Last penny was minted. The last penny ever was minted a couple days ago in Philadelphia. So long, giant water jugs.
That beats.
Speaking of this,
everybody hold on to your pennies. It's going to be worth millions.
That's right.
Speaking of this,
pennies are the new Bitcoin.
A second, how dare you? A second, how dare you to my wife, because I came home after telling her about the Farmer's Almanac. I came home the other day and she bought one. She bought the 2026 Farmer's Almanac. So she completely got my ass. So I preemptively, after seeing this, knowing that she got me, to not let her show me that she got me.
Yep.
I said, did you know that they just made the last penny ever? In Philly, they're not making pennies anymore. So hopefully a bag of pennies shows up. The 2025 penny shows up. So I'll have a bunch of those too.
Love that. Also, hang the banner for what's the correct way to put your toothpaste on. I think it's C. You go toothpaste, then you put the water.
Yeah, that's what I do. Toothpaste.
I go B. You gotta wet it first, because you put
wet the
toothpaste
brush
on.
first. What do you put your milk in before your cereal?
If you put the toothpaste on first, it's an insulator. It's like the peanut butter
wet.
trick.
That's how it gets activated.
Yeah,
dude,
but
the
brush is wet. So as you're brushing it, look,
you put your milk in before your cereal.
I got the best teeth in the group, so y'all.
You're a psychopath if you do D.
You and Dan Campbell and Jafar, whenever he's going into the Cave of Wonders.
It's C. The answer is C.
Yes, the answer is C without a doubt. So A is wet the brush, then put the toothpaste on, then wet them both. And then B is wet the toothbrush, then just put toothpaste on raw dog. And then C is toothpaste, then wet it. And then D is just raw dog it, just go no water at all. Just put the toothpaste on. This is B, and it's not even close.
B, that's what I said. Yeah.
You know what? I'm doing an experiment at work this week.
He just said B. He just said B.
He did say B like an idiot.
Well, I don't mean that. It's C. I don't do that. Are you kidding me?
You have to activate the toothpaste, and you do that by putting water on it.
That's right.
Yeah, but if you put the toothpaste on first, you don't get your brush fully wet. The brush will hold some water.
You don't hold BMO. This is true. He goes A for brushing my daughter's teeth, but C for myself. That's true. Well, we need.
No,
I want them to.
The kids get D.
The kids get A because you want it to lather up because they'll eat it. They just eat the toothpaste. So
no, you got to get that fluoride free.
They get one toothbrush per day of the week. Jesus, BMO. Money bags, humble brag.
Look at that, dude. 5 one for each day of the week. All right. Any other hang the banners?
Yeah, I'm gonna hang the banner on for my wife. Youth football season is over. I've basically spent the last 5 months running around football fields every weekend. So appreciate the time to do that.
Holding the fort down.
Yeah, hold the fort down. Shut up, be nasty. Shut up, be nasty for dealing with that for the last basically 5 months.
They just stopped it again.
They did.
Wow,
this is incredible. But they can't move the ball.
Yeah,
they can't move the ball.
I love the fact that Dan Campbell's like, keep it in there. We'll figure out how to stop it.
Yeah.
What a ball.
He said, I love this game how it is. I don't want to start changing stuff.
Love it. So I mean, if the Lions take anything away from this, at least they got that. But Dan Campbell calling plays looks to not be a great idea.
Yeah.
Anyways, go follow us on all socials. This is episode 331.
Got too high on that one.
Yeah. 331. Go Niners. We're back.
The Bills.
How about them Tigers, dude?
There's no quitting those guys in there. There's no quitting.
Tomorrow. It's going to be blowout. It's going to be a blowout shootout. Blowout shootout tomorrow.
The Bills.